What's up, guys? Good morning from Fez. I just rented this car here and I'm ready to do the good old Moroccan road trip, so I'm looking forward to that. It's the first time I've ever rented a car in general, but obviously also the first time I've rented a car in a foreign country as well. So I'm a little bit nervous about driving here in Fez because it's a pretty big city, lots of chaos going on in the traffic, but I'm pretty sure it'll be all right. And then once I get out on the highway, I'm sure it's going to be smooth sailing from there. It's about 6.5 hours down to Ouzoud, which is my first stop. I'm gonna spend the night there and check out the waterfalls tomorrow morning. Looking forward to that. It's supposed to be really beautiful. So yeah, I'm just gonna get on the road now and head out. I'm gonna try to stop along the way at some small villages and just kind of pull over when I see something that looks cool, get the camera out, take a look at it, all that kind of stuff. So should be a pretty fun day. I'm just getting ready to go here now, so got to mentally prepare a little bit to get out on the roads, figure out exactly where I'm going, and then I'll see you guys on the highway. Alright, so we're out on the road now. I survived driving within Fez, made it out alive. Luckily I didn't have to do too much driving in the city, I just had to get out of downtown. It took maybe 5 or 10 minutes tops, so it wasn't too bad. I took some side roads and whatever to avoid the main ones, and yeah, not too bad. A little bit crazy, a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but now it's pretty smooth sailing out on this road here. There's not a lot of traffic, and you know, once you start getting in the groove of how people drive and you know, just kind of the movement of traffic and whatever, you start to get used to it and feel a lot more comfortable. So yeah, enjoying myself now. Really beautiful scenery already, and I'm only maybe half hour outside of Fez tops, so really cool. Glad I decided to do this. A little bit more expensive than what I would normally pay for during my travels. Like, I like to do things as cheap as possible, trains, buses, that kind of stuff, but realistically 5 days, it was about 350 Canadian dollars for everything, insurance included. So not too bad, and the fact I'm only here for 2 weeks, so I can spend a little extra money if I want to. And it's gonna make it for a good, this guy just about ran into me, great. As I'm saying how smooth everything is. What was I saying? It makes for interesting video as well, and like a different perspective on the country when you're able to drive yourself and you can stop wherever you want and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, super cool. I'll show you the surroundings while I don't have too many other cars around me, and yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. To avoid like some major roadways, so that I could take some small sort of side highways and side roads, and definitely a good option, I think, because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. I have no idea where I am, and we just went through like a small little like mountain village, I guess, and now I'm on this shitty road, super bumpy. Nowhere near as bumpy as the ones in Burkina Faso, of course, but yeah, it's just like this tiny little side road. We've got these big hills in the background and everything. It's really cool. And yeah, I'm hoping I'm gonna pass through like some actual villages and stuff. There was a small one back there, but it wasn't too interesting. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see what I'm gonna come across today. And yeah, it's gonna be a really random adventure, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but I'm excited nonetheless. Alright, so I've just pulled off the side of the road for the first time here, and it's just this beautiful view of the surrounding hills and the valley. We have friends. Everybody is so nice here. They all love to wave and say hello and everything. It's so nice. And here's my car. Good old Toyota, what is it? Toyota Yaris. It's a hybrid. If you ever catch me driving this thing in any other circumstance, I don't know what to say. You will never catch me driving this thing in any other circumstance. It was the cheapest car that they had available. It's one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen in my life, but it's gonna get me there. We're gonna be good friends by the end of it. It's gonna save me gas as well because it's a hybrid. But anyway, I'm gonna jump back in. Just wanted to get this view real quick. Super, super beautiful. And I'm thinking it's gonna get better as we go. Alright, so I've reached my first roadblock, let's call it. The bridge is under construction or something, so we won't be going that way. I guess we gotta go around. Something about not knowing where in the world you are that's just really cool to me. I don't know why, but I find it so cool. I find it so interesting, and yeah, there's something that's kind of freeing about it. It's no obligations. You're just out here. You're just exploring. You've never seen it in your life. You'll probably never see it again. Something really cool about that. Okay, and while I'm chatting here, I need to figure out where the hell I'm actually going. I guess we keep going. Oh, there's a river up here too. Cool. This car is not built for what we're doing though, let me tell you. I'm sure if any local people watch this video, or any local people are out here seeing me do this, they're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. And that's reasonable. There are nice highways that you can take, but there's no excitement in that. So currently the area that we're in right now is part of the Atlas Mountains in Central Morocco, and that's what we're driving through right now. So we're going through some nice tiny little winding roads and all that kind of stuff. Definitely different from the mountains at home, and definitely different from the mountain roads at home too. These ones are very, very thin, very narrow, and it's just enough to get 2 cars by at a time basically. And then you can see in some places like here, might be difficult to see on the camera, but just over here, there's no guardrails or anything like that. It's basically just cliff in some spots, so that's a little sketchy, but for the most part, just take it slow. There's basically nobody else on the road right now anyway, so it's not a concern. Oh, I got some little goats over here too. Let's go say hi. Go say hi to the goats. Salam alaikum, goats. This guy wants to be friends. He's looking right at me. All right. They're wondering what the hell I'm doing. I'm starting to wonder what the hell I'm doing, talking to goats now. Only been on the road for about 2.5 hours. I'm already starting to talk to goats. So see what happens by hour 4 or 5, I guess. Alright, so I've just pulled over real quick because there's a pretty incredible view after we've just come out of the village here. We can go take a look. So this is exactly what I had in mind when I was thinking about renting a car, was just to be able to come out here, stop in these tiny little villages and see these cool views and see stuff that I never would actually be able to see, you know, on a bus or on a train or whatever. Looks like we got a local village friend. Salam alaikum! How are you? Do you want to be on video? Oui? This is your village? Oui. You live here? Yes. Very nice. Do you speak English? Huh? English? No, no English. Okay. Say hello. Hello. Okay. It's a nice village. Huh? Good place. Okay, I'm going to go. Okay, bye bye. I saw him when I was driving by before, and he waved at me. So as soon as I pulled over, he walked all the way down the street here to come say hi. So that was pretty cool. Sounds like one of the sketchiest bridges I've ever seen in my life. That was not fun driving across. Alright, so I finally made it to Ouzoud, and I'm super tired. I mean, it's only like 6 p.m. or something like that, but I'm pretty tired. I was up early today to get breakfast and then go get the car rented and everything. It took a while to sort out getting the car and all that, but I'm in my hotel now. It's called Hotel Shalal, I think. Hotel Shalal Ouzoud, something like that. I'll put it below. Here's my room. Got 3 beds, so I can sleep wherever I want. If I was here for 3 nights, maybe I'd sleep in all 3 of them, but I'm only here for the night. So it cost me just under $20 Canadian for the 1 night, so I think that's a pretty good price. I'll show you the bathroom real quick. Pretty normal. Cool looking shower though. I like this. Hopefully hot water. That'll be a plus for sure. I'm gonna go have a shower after this. So for today I'm just gonna take it easy, go out and get some food, and then tomorrow morning I'll be up early so that I can do a little quick tour of the town. It's quite small, so it won't be much of a tour, but I'll just do a quick walk through the street here and then off to the waterfall. And I guess there's some monkeys as well near the waterfall and some caves and stuff, so I'm gonna try to find that. and I'll get some shots of the waterfall. I guess you can go swimming as well, so maybe I'll do that for a little bit. And then it'll be back on the road for another 6 hours tomorrow to head out to the coast, so I'm looking forward to that. But for today, that's it. I'm going to group all these videos into one. I know I said I was going to do that in Fez, and I didn't, but this one for sure, the whole road trip will be into one video. So I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the night. I'll see you guys out in the streets in the morning. What's up, guys? Good morning from Ouzoud. I'm up here on the rooftop of my hotel, just getting a view of the surrounding areas, and of course the Atlas Mountains behind me. It's really beautiful up here. It's a really nice spot. The town is super chill, super small. I wandered around a little bit yesterday and just checked things out. There's not a whole lot to see other than the waterfalls. So obviously that's where I'm headed now, just down behind me here. Gonna go check out the waterfalls. I'll show the main street as I'm walking down there, but like I said, it's just mainly shops and restaurants, nothing too exciting. But so a little bit of information about the waterfalls before we head down there. Ouzoud Falls are about 110 meters tall, and they're up here in the Grand Atlas Mountains, about 150 kilometers northeast of Marrakesh. So if you're wanting to come visit, best way is obviously to rent a car, but I'm sure you can catch a bus or for sure a grand taxi from Marrakesh up the mountains. It's definitely a long, winding street to get up here, but it's fun. It was fun to drive on. You got to take it slow. I'm sure the taxi drivers do not take it slow, so if you're a little concerned, rent your own car and drive at your own pace. And that way you can stop off with the nice views, take some photos, that kind of stuff. That's what I was doing. So flies flying into my eye here while I'm trying to talk. Anyway, I'll show you guys the surrounding views, and then I'm going to head down, so I'll see you guys at the waterfalls after. Alright, so I'm just heading over to the closest view of the waterfall from where I'm staying, and it's basically right at the very top of where all the falls come down. So where we're walking right now, you can see that this is what feeds into the main part of the waterfall just over here. So we just stopped over at the first viewpoint from the very top of the waterfall, and then over there is the river that feeds into the waterfall. So I'm just going to follow the path along here, and then you can actually get some views of the gorge and the waterfall. Actually right here is a really good view. I came through here last night just before dark and sort of scouted out some areas that I wanted to film because I don't have a ton of time today. I need to get on the road. It's another 6-hour day to Essaouira, so I'm only going to be able to spend a couple hours because I got a late start. But yeah, I'm just going to walk around this whole area here, check out the falls from a bunch of different views. I'm going to figure out how to go down to the bottom as well so that I can see like the base of the falls, looking up at it, whatever. I want to give as many different perspectives as possible. But I'm just going to head down here real quick. And just ignore this thing that tells me not to go any further. Check this out. Super cool area here. So you can see there's multiple waterfalls, and they seem to come out of nowhere. Actually, it's really interesting. There's just tiny little streams, and then all of a sudden just sheer cliff face where all the water drops off of. Really, really cool. So I'm just on the path here that follows around the mouth of the gorge. I'm moving away from the waterfall, but I want to get some views of the surrounding areas and these massive cliffs. It's really, really cool. And then eventually I'm going to work my way down. There's tons more little streams and waterfalls at the bottom. I don't know if you can still hear it running in the background there, but yeah, there's tons of stuff to see at the bottom. And then obviously I can get a lot closer to the waterfall from there without, you know, standing on the edge of the cliff like that. I'm sure my mom, once again, is probably biting her nails watching this. She's not a fan of heights. So anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna continue down this path, and if I get some nice views, I'll stop. Actually, there might be one right here. I'm gonna go over here before I cut this. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is what I was just talking about though, about getting pretty close to the edge to get some nice views. The contrasting colors in the mountains are so cool to me. Just that like really red rock, and then you get the green sprinkled all through there. It looks so cool. And then this up behind me here, I think is a hotel. I can't even imagine how much that's gonna cost to spend a night there. But I'm sure from the top of that, you're gonna get some great views down here as well. Yeah, maybe I'll do some research after and find out how much it actually costs to stay in that hotel, or if it's even a hotel for that matter. Oh, here, this is sweet. It's as close as I feel comfortable. So you can see also that there's like restaurants down there and little boats and stuff you can do tours of. I'm good. I don't want to spend the money to do that kind of stuff when there's paths that walk literally right by the restaurants, right by the boats. You're getting the same view for free. So yeah, I'm cheap that way. I'm pretty sure you've realized that if you've watched any of my videos by now. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna continue along here, and like I said, if I see any more views like this, I'll stop. But I'm gonna make my way towards the bottom. And I also heard there was like monkeys and caves and stuff around here. Once again, I don't have time to do a guided tour, or I really don't want to pay the money either. If you have time, please do get a guide, though it supports the locals. But if I can see some monkeys along the way, that's cool. If I don't, I've seen monkeys before. Anyway, yeah, gonna cut it here, and I'll catch up with you guys when I find something interesting. Right now.
All for my shopping.
Great. So I was just starting to walk down this path over here, and this nice man invited me to join him for tea, so I couldn't say no to that.
Yeah, welcome.
What is your name?
My name is Abdul Hafid.
Abdul.
Abdul.
Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Tyler.
Nice to meet you, Tariq. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you. Salam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
So do you live here?
Yes, I live here. Yeah.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep in the house. Have small house in up.
Oh, you live up here.
I
Okay.
live upstairs.
Okay, I understand. So you lived here your whole life?
All life is here, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Good. And do you get lots of tourists that come through here? Maybe not now, but
Not
before?
now, yeah. Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Before, yeah. But
Yeah.
now, no.
No.
Yeah.
Is it popular more like with Moroccans or with Westerners?
No, it's more people is Moroccans.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, in holiday.
Yeah, so maybe Westerners don't know
Yes.
as much about Ouzoud.
Yeah,
Okay,
lots of
understood.
Moroccans.
Yeah, I was in Morocco 3 years ago,
Yes.
in the Rif in Chefchaouen, Tangier.
Tangier.
But I heard about this place then.
Yes.
Didn't have time to come, so now that I'm back, I decided I would.
You are
Yeah,
welcome.
I drove from Fez yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
from
so
Fez.
it's a long trip.
Yeah, like 400 kilometers.
Yeah,
Maybe.
350, 400 kilometers.
400.
Yeah. It took maybe 6 hours, six and a half
6
hours.
hour drive.
Yeah. But I stopped and saw nice places along the way, so it was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. And then today I drive to Essaouira, so it's
today.
another
Yeah, today.
another 6 hours. Yeah, today.
Yes.
Yeah. So business right now is not
Yeah, it's not lot. Yeah.
not lost.
Not
That's
lost,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully soon the business will pick up for you.
Before.
Hopefully in the future business will get better.
Future, after, inshallah. Yeah.
Yeah, inshallah,
Before.
inshallah.
Yeah.
It's good tea.
Yeah, it's good tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, tea. Very good.
Lots of sugar. Moroccans love the
lot
sugar
of
in the
sugar,
tea.
Moroccan tea. Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, everybody is drinking sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend, I wish I could spend more time with you,
Yeah,
but
welcome, brother.
I do have to get going.
Okay, brother.
So I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Shukran.
nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
welcome.
Thank you
Welcome,
very
brother.
much. All right, so that was a pretty cool experience there. I was just starting to head down this hiking path here, and he was like, wait, don't go that way, come this way. So I thought I wasn't allowed to go this way or something like that, but he was like, no, you come here and you drink tea. And I was like, okay. And so he showed me his little shop and whatever, and then he asked if I wanted to buy anything afterwards, which I really didn't. But we had a good conversation about, you know, obviously tourism right now is basically non-existent, especially outside of Moroccans. So he showed me like some little handmade camels or whatever, and then he tried to sell it to me for like 250 dirham, which is ridiculous. It's like, I don't know, it's like $35 or something. I was like, there's no way it's worth that. Which I kind of found hilarious after we just had like this nice little interaction or whatever, but Assalamu alaikum. I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, so after this like nice interaction, he invites me for tea and whatever. He tries to sell me this thing for like an absurd price. I'm just like, no, there's no need for that. I don't need it, I don't want anything. And he's like, okay, well, you tell me what a price for you is. I'm like, the thing's probably worth like, you know, like 20 or 30 dirham. And he immediately is like, okay, well, we can negotiate from there. So I knew, like, again, he's ridiculous price to begin with. I didn't even want the thing, to be honest. It was a cool little camel stone whatever thing. And he was like, oh, we come up a little bit. And I just kept telling him, like, I don't need it. Like, I don't need it. I'd love to help you out, but I don't need it. And so he's like, okay, you give me 30 dirham, it's fine. It'll help me out a little bit. So I did exactly that. I gave him, it ended up being 29 dirham, was what I had in change. So I got a cool little stone camel, I guess. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? No, I'm okay. Thank you, brother. Shukran. Anyway, he's like, it'll help me out. So I was like, that's fine. I had in coins 29 dirham. He said, no problem. So I am now the proud owner of a small handmade stone camel. But it was a nice interaction anyway. He's a really nice guy. And like I was saying earlier, especially during these times, it's nice to be able to support local people if you can. And yeah, it'll be a cool souvenir, I guess. I can give it to somebody if I don't want it. But now, as I was saying, I don't have a ton of time, but also I don't want to stop myself from having cool interactions with people, despite, you know, how much time I have. So I'm just gonna take it easy. I mean, I do have to get to Essaouira today, and I'd like to get there before dark, but the sun doesn't set till 7:30. As long as I'm out of here by 12:30, 1 o'clock at the very latest, I'll be more than good. So yeah, now I'm taking an actual hiking path, a small little path here. And he also gave me directions. He said it's 3 kilometers to the cave. So I don't know about that. That seems like quite a long ways, but that's all right. We can do it anyways. And then he said also if you follow this path, you can get to the base of the waterfall. So that's cool. That's the plan. I'm not sure what we're gonna come across first. I'm assuming probably towards the base of the waterfall first, and then I can find my way to the cave after that. But you know what? I'm here. I've only got one day. I might as well make the best of it. So if I can do both, I definitely will. Yeah, looks like it's just winding path down to the bottom here, and my arm's getting sore from holding this camera. So I'm gonna put you guys down for a bit. Not like that, I'm not gonna kill you. So I'm gonna put the camera down for a bit, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Like and subscribe and comentarios and like.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, nice to meet you guys.
Nice.
Take care.
Yeah.
Oh. It's all happening now. I have no idea where I'm going either. Here, come here. Come here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Okay, he's a little scared. That's cool. All right, so I just met those two guys as I was coming down, and they saw my GoPro and they're like, "Oh, are you a YouTuber?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." They're like, "Oh, what's your channel name?" So they went on and subscribed to my channel, and then he was like, can I say something for the video? I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So he just does the whole like and subscribe thing. Super cool. Really, really nice guys. That's cool. So I'm picking up subscribers as I'm hiking now. It's a new level for me. I literally have no idea where I'm going. Well, let's hope it's this way. Hey, I think we finally made it. Well, there's a restaurant over here. Didn't really want to make it to that, but we did find something at least. Sweet. Okay, I think, and I know I said this before, I think I'm heading to the viewpoint that I'm looking for now. And I seriously hope so, because this is turning into a full-on like jungle trek. I guess not jungle, but you know what I mean. Instead of a leisurely little walk that I thought it was going to be. But always up for a challenge, and you know what they say, or somebody says, I'm sure. That, nothing good ever comes from an easy trip, so I don't think anybody's ever said that before. I'm pretty sure I just made that up, but it's also true, so quote me. Yeah, this is sweet. This is still not the one I was looking for, but we're definitely getting closer. And I'm not sure if you can see, but way back in the distance is the main waterfalls. So that's the direction I'm headed. But if the views are this cool all the way along, I'm gonna be stopping every time. All right. So I'm back at the top now, And apparently there's actually no way to get to the base, the very base of the waterfall from this side. There's a viewing platform on the complete opposite side, and I was debating just not going because it's quite far away, but I do want to see it from up close, so I'm gonna head over there now. Also, very important note, never ask a Moroccan for directions. If they know, they'll tell you, which is great, but if they don't know, they'll just make something up. Or if you ask them specifically, is it this way, and they don't know, they'll just say yes. Because they don't want to tell you they don't know. I don't know why, but it gets frustrating after a while because you just end up wandering through the middle of nowhere. Thankfully, I got some cool views by wandering through the middle of nowhere. But yeah, pro tip, don't ask for directions. All right, finally figured out where I'm supposed to be going. The nice guy at the restaurant that I was watching soccer with last night gave me real directions. And yeah, I was completely in the wrong spot before. So, oh, what the hell? I could have got down there. No idea how. Anyways, I'm at where I'm wanting to be. There's another viewing platform farther down, which I'm going to go to after. But yeah, super cool. Nice way to finish off the day for sure. All right, so instead of going down to the marked viewing platform, I hopped over the barricade and I'm climbing down the side of the cliff. And this is pretty sick. I think this is literally as close to the main part of the falls as you can get, so I might not even go down to the second viewing platform. There's probably no point. Seems like no matter where I go, I still find a way to be able to go somewhere that I'm not supposed to go. And nobody ever says anything, so I can't be doing something that bad. Check this out. So sick. It reminds me a little bit of Plitvice Lakes waterfalls, just the style of some of them. Obviously very, very different and unique in its own way. But yeah, it's just so cool, and so cool to be this up close to them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep exploring around here. Hopefully my battery doesn't die because I don't feel like changing it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna explore around for a little bit, and then I'm gonna wrap it up from there, and I'll see you guys when I'm back in my car later on. I didn't realize how far down I climbed. Did not plan on scaling cliffs when I woke up this morning, let me tell you. Back in the car, back on the road. Ouzoud Falls, absolutely incredible. Really, really beautiful place. I don't know what these guys on the bike are doing. They're worrying me a little bit. But we're back on the road now. And yeah, like I said, very beautiful, very unique looking waterfalls. Not a ton of people around, definitely some. Mostly Moroccan tourists, especially right now. There's not a lot of tourists in general in Morocco. This guy's in the middle of the road, brother. Thank you. There's always something going on here. Driving is definitely interesting, to say the very least. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, once you kind of get in the groove of it, it's not bad. You just got to pay attention, as in not filming while you're driving. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoyed my time here. one night's definitely enough. If you get here early, you can do it in the first day and then leave early the next day. But for me, I got in late, so then I just relaxed, and then today just did it real quick, a couple hours. That's all you really need. If you want to go see the caves, I'd suggest maybe getting a tour, just getting like a local guide and having him take you, because I'm not exactly sure where they are, but I don't think they're too far away. So if you want to do it easily, then get a guide. He'll show you everything. And if you want to do it on your own, it's definitely possible as well too. Just like I said, don't rely on the directions of the local people, because they sometimes just don't give you very good directions. But anyway, really glad I did that. It was a place I wanted to come the last time I was in Morocco, but it was just not logical or feasible at that time. So yeah, it's a cool place if you want to come kind of like away from the normal tourist trail. I'm not sure how many like foreigners come to this place, even not during COVID, but it seems like more of like a local kind of tourist destination, so it was interesting. Prices aren't too bad around either. Like I paid $20 for my hotel. Private room, pretty basic, no big deal. And then like restaurants and stuff, you're looking at like 60 to 80 dirham for like a meal. Still not bad. It's under $10, so you can't really complain. Of course, you can find cheaper in other places, but it's still pretty cheap. Right, so as I'm driving along here, I just got pulled over by the Moroccan cops. They were standing along the road ahead of me here with their photo radar guns, which they have them everywhere. I didn't see them till I came around the corner. So he tells me to pull over, and he goes, "You're going too fast." I was like, was I? What's the speed limit? I don't even know the speed limit. I'm trying to play as dumb as possible, you know, play the tourist card. It's like speed limit 60, you're doing 67. So I just kind of laughed. I was like, 67? Like, come on. Is really a need to pull me over for going 7 kilometers over the speed limit? He's like, yeah, you need to pay, you need to pay. And I was like, okay, I've heard about this before. It's not a real fine. It's more of like a tip, we'll call it, for the police officers. So I was like, all right, how much do you want me to pay? And I'm expecting it to be something kind of ridiculous. And he says 150. And 150 is like maybe, I don't know, like $15 or something. But it's still more than I want to pay for going 7 over the speed limit. But so I'm kind of joking around with him a little bit or whatever. I'm like, well, you know, I'll give you 100. So I'm negotiating a speeding ticket basically at this point. And he laughs at me. He goes, 100. You give me 150. I was like, no. I only have hundreds. And so he's like, oh, yeah, 150. And so then we just started talking. He's asking me where I'm from, where I'm going. So eventually I just handed him 100 dirham, and he's like, oh, okay. So, fun fact, you can even negotiate speeding tickets in Morocco. I probably could have actually got him down to like 50 dirham or something, but you know, I didn't really want to push my luck, I guess. So anyway, that's an interesting start to the day. I'm not even an hour into my trip and I've already been pulled over by the cops, but yeah, we'll try not to do that again. It's not really the type of adventure I'm looking for, I guess. So wish me luck on the rest of the trip. Got to admit, trip so far, not that exciting. There really hasn't been a whole lot to see. It was cool coming out of the mountains again, but it's really hard to film while you're doing that because the roads are so windy. You obviously got to pay attention to what you're doing. But yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot. There are these cool sort of like ruined style houses here. Let's pull over and take a look. Just as I come on the camera to say there's nothing exciting going on, I find something interesting. I mean, it might not necessarily be that exciting, but it's at least something interesting. Wait for the traffic to pass here. But yeah, so far, not really anything to write home about. Definitely not much to turn the camera on for. But yeah, we'll just wait here for these cars to go by. And then we'll go check out what I'm assuming were like Berber style houses before or something like that. I'm not really too sure. It's kind of cool though. Take a look. And I'm sure you can see now as well how the landscape has really changed. We're definitely more, like we're in the central part of Morocco now, towards Marrakesh, about 60 kilometers from Marrakesh. So you can see how it's getting a lot more deserty. We're obviously not near the Sahara Desert, that's quite a ways away, but it's a lot more arid, a lot more dry. And then you can see the Atlas Mountains in the background as well. And this fly won't leave me alone. Pretty cool spot. I'm assuming nobody lives here anymore. Like I said, it could be like old Berber houses or something like that. Because the Berbers are like semi-nomadic. They move around to different spots. They sleep in caves and just little like sort of similar structures to this. But I'm honestly not 100% sure. It could really be anything. There were a few smaller ones that I saw along the way, but nothing that really caught my eye enough to pull over. So anyway, back into the car after that, and I will I'll update you if I see anything else cool. Okay, so I'm just about 10 kilometers outside of Essaouira now. I'm just come around the corner, I've seen this incredible view. There's also some camels around here too, which I'm gonna try to see before they leave. But yeah, come take a look at this crazy view. I just gotta find my keys. There we go. Okay, yeah, come check this out. Be able to hear me because it's pretty windy over here, but just off in the distance is the ocean. It's nice to see the Atlantic once again. Started in Rabat, right on the same ocean. Man, this is cool. The sun is probably obstructing your view of the sea, but man, this is beautiful. Alright, so I've arrived at my hostel in Essaouira, and here's my room. It's a 4-bed dorm. And I'm ironically staying in the music room, which is perfect for me. Anyways, super long day of driving, but really, really nice. Just getting my socks and shoes off here. God, they smell horrible. I apologize to everybody else in this room. But yeah, it's a nice day. Checking out the waterfalls was super cool. Really long drive. It definitely takes a lot out of you both days like that, but totally worth it. Got to see some cool stuff along the way, meet some interesting people. Like I said, the waterfalls were awesome. Highly recommend them. Yeah, just a cool experience in general. So I'm here for 3 nights and then onward to Marrakesh. I think I got 3 nights there as well. So that'll be the end after that. I'm dropping my car off the first day back in Marrakesh. So I don't really have anything planned here. Just gonna check out the town, check out the beach, all that kind of stuff. Then There's a small waterfall, maybe 1 hour drive away from here. I'm gonna try to go there and then to Marrakesh. So that's the plan for that. Not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but anyway, tomorrow when it's lighter out, I can actually do a bit of a hostel tour, and then yeah, I'm gonna do a quick tour of the town and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Also looking forward to going to bed. I'm super tired, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.